Hey, how's it going? Dave here from Game Over Here, and welcome to the pack opening for the new expansion, Knights of the Frozen Throne. I have actually already opened the packs, so what I'm going to do is just quickly go through with the highlights of the legendaries and the epics. So sit back and enjoy. So the pack coming up is the first pack that I got my legendary. With the new rules, you are kind of guaranteed a legendary within the first 10 packs of any new set that you open. So here we go. Legendary and an epic, very good. It's the Death Knight hero for the Shaman, Thrall Deathseer, and his battle cry is transform your minions into random ones that cost 2 more. And his hero power is that you are able to evolve a single minion. So very cool, really looking forward to using that. Do like the evolve mechanic. Okay, on to the next legendary. And it's another Death Knight hero. Yes, this time round it's Scourgelord Garrosh. His battle cry is you equip a 4/3 Shadowmourne, and it also damages adjacent minions. So basically you swing in and it's a big cleave effect. Its hero power is that you do a whirlwind attack to all minions, so that's great for clearing off your opponent and also doing stuff to your own minions that if they require damage being dealt to them. Good stuff. Okay, moving on. Okay, it's an epic. Really cool epic, this one. This is probably one of the best druid cards and maybe one of the best cards in the set. It's called Ultimate Infestation, and you deal 5 damage, draw 5 cards, gain 5 armor, and summon a 5/5 ghoul. So if you're winning more by turn 10, then this will definitely try and seal the deal there. And if you're behind, then hopefully playing this will be able to turn things around to your advantage. Very good card. Looking forward to playing it. Alright, moving on. Fantastic pack this. Not only did I get a golden epic, but I also got a legendary. And not just any legendary, I got the Lich King. It's an 8/8 taunt for 8, and at the end of the turn it adds a random Death Knight card to your hand. The Death Knight cards are the really uber powerful cards that you can only get either through this, or if you kill Arthas off, then you get one from the Death Rattle, and they do various things like buffing your minions, dealing damage to your opponents, healing yours, it gives you Frostmourne. They're all really powerful cards, so it's a very, very cool card to have. And the epic is Glacial Mysteries. It's for mage, and basically it turns the mage into the Christmas tree mage, similar to how the Mysterious Stranger for Paladin did that with all the secrets. It's really cool, but by turn 8 you should have already played all your secrets, unless you go really heavy into secrets. So is it going to get any play? We'll see. They said that about Mysterious Stranger, they were like, it's never going to happen, and it was super powerful. So hopefully the same sort of thing can be done with this. Right, moving on. Another pack, another epic, and this one is Simulacrum. Yeah, very easy to say, just rolls off the tongue there. It copies the lowest cost minion in your hand, which is great for the giants. So if you've managed to reduce them down to costing 0, then you play this, and then you can play even more huge giants onto the field. So fantastic card, great fun. Really looking forward to playing that. Right, moving on. Okay, another epic, and this time round it's Toxic Arrow. Deals 2 damage to a minion, and if it survives, you give it poisonous. I really like this card because not only can you just use it to kill off something that's got 2 health or less than 2 health, you can also use it to damage your own minions, thus giving them poisonous so you can then run it into something bigger, which I think is very cool. You don't really see many cards like this where you're interacting with your own minions in a sort of detrimental way, but for a positive benefit, and also it only costs 2, so it's quite a cheap removal. So yeah, good card all round, really nice. Looking forward to using it. Alright, moving on. Okay, here we go, another epic, and this time around it's Blackguard. Whenever your hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. Very cool. So it's things like if you've got Ragnarok's Light Lord, when he heals you for 8, you can do 8 damage to a minion, and so on with all your heals. You can then just deal with the damage back. Very, very cool card. Reasonably good stats as well. For 6, it's a 9 health, so it's got quite good survivability. Only deals 3 damage though, but you can always buff that up if you need to. But it's more as a sort of a tech card than anything else. Very nice. Okay, moving on. Excellent, another epic, and this time around it's Rattling Rascal. It's a golden epic as well, which is pretty cool. The battle cry is summon a 5/5 skeleton, and its death rattle is summon one for your opponent. So you can play it, gain your 5/5 skeleton, and then either silence him or pass him over to your opponent to prevent your opponent getting that 5/5 skeleton. If you silence it, then no one gets the 5/5 skeleton, but if you give it over to your opponent, then perhaps you'll be able to get that 5/5. So, all in all, bit of a double-edged sword, but good card. Moving on. Another epic, and another toxic arrow. Good stuff. Carrying on. Okay, here we go again, an epic, and this time round it's Light Sorrow. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +1 attack, which is very cool. There is a paladin weapon that once you've made minions with Divine Shield, you give them all +1/+1. So this is kind of like the continuation on from that. So once you've got your buffed up minions, play this weapon, run the minions into stuff, and then once all the Divine Shields pop, then this gets huge amounts of attack, and then you can swing in and kill off something. Hopefully the opponent. Good things. Another epic, and this time round it's Meat Wagon. The death rattle is summon a minion from your deck with less attack than this minion. So you have to increase the attack on this particular minion, and then when it dies, it will summon whatever you've got from your deck. Could be anything. You can probably try and sort of play around it. It seems a bit janky. Could be fun, who knows. Alright, moving on. And another epic, and this time it is another Blackguard. Fantastic. And another epic. Those epics just keep rolling in. This is a new one. Embrace Darkness. Choose an enemy minion at the start of your turn, gain control of it. Very cool. Basically, it's kind of like a heads up, I'm going to be stealing that, so your opponent has to try and do as much as he can to try and prevent you from taking it, either trying to kill it off or other crazy things like silencing it maybe. But it could be interesting and might see some play. Oh, another legendary, and it's another Death Knight hero. This time round it's the Hunter, and it's Deathstalker Rexar. His battle cry is deal 2 damage to all enemy minions, and his hero power, basically you discover 2 beasts and then you Frankenstein them together into some crazy mutation. The costs are combined, the attack, the health are combined, and their abilities are combined, so you can get some really crazy stuff going out, but be aware that they are kind of expensive to play, but it is pretty cool. The hero is actually one of the cheaper ones, definitely worth experimenting with. Literally, you are experimenting with beasts. It's so cool. Okay, moving on. Hey, another epic, and another toxic arrow. Fantastic. Oh, another epic, once again rolling in, and it's a new one this time. It's Doomerang, where you throw your weapon at a minion and it deals its damage, then returns to your hand, which is very cool, because once you've used a weapon and you're about to, lose its durability, you can Doomerang it back into your hand, and then you can replay the weapon all over again, which is very, very cool. Or you can just use your basic dagger, but also what you can do is you can basically deal something to maybe has a lot of damage, so you don't take that damage, but you can also poison your weapon and maybe get past something with taunt. So all in all, very cool spell, and I think it'll definitely see play. It's definitely fun to try it out anyway. Okay, moving on. Hey, another legendary, and this time round we've got Bolvar Fireblood. Divine Shield, and after a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +2 attack. And probably means that he also gains the +2 attack if he loses his Divine Shield, which is kind of nice. But there's so much Paladin Divine Shield going on that it's going to be very easy to play it. Awesome, another pack, another epic. This time around we've got Furnace Fire Colossus. Battle Cry, discard all weapons from your hand and gain their stats. I'm not sure if it's just the, attack and the durability. Maybe you could also get their abilities as well. But you have to really hope that your opponent doesn't have some sort of removal waiting for once you've, dumped all your weapons and made him into some huge crazy creature, and then the opponent can just turn around and blat it. But if you can pull it off and you can get away with it, then it could be interesting to see what happens with that. Personally, it's a bit janky. Anyway, moving on. Yay, another epic! And this time around we've got Cryostasis. Give a minion +3/+3 and then freeze it. So again, you could try and use it on an opponent's minion, and it's frozen, even though it's slightly bigger. But then maybe because it's Shaman, you've got some sort of way to interact with it and kill it off. Or alternatively, you can play it on one of your own minions, and while it can't attack immediately, it does get that extra buff. Perhaps something like on a taunt or something like that. Interesting card, and it's quite cheap to play as well. Might see some play, especially with Shaman and its new freeze mechanic. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Okay, moving on. Okay, we're into our last few packs of the new expansion. Just run through these. Don't think I got anything particularly amazing from them. No. Okay, the last pack. Ooh, is it going to give me anything good? And the answer is no. But there we go. So what's going to happen now is I'm just going to run through the other expansions, which is the Ungoro and the Basic. I picked these up from various promotions, and the basic ones are from the various tavern brawls. So let's run through those quickly and see what we get. First pack and a epic. It's a Gentle Megasaur, a Battle Cry and Adapt Your Murlocs. Very straightforward. Second pack, and we get a legendary. Amazing. And it's Spirit Singer Umbra, which is really good because the ability is after you summon a minion, trigger its Death Rattle effect. And with this particular expansion, it's all about the Death Rattle, so that's a really good one to have. And it's neutral, so you can put it in all sorts of decks. And another epic! Wow, they're really coming thick and fast. Gluttonous Ooze, Battle Cry, destroy your opponent's weapon and gain armor equal to its attack. Very cool ooze to have, especially as there's lots of weapons within this particular expansion. And sadly nothing quite so good in that one. And the last of the Ongoro packs. Another golden. But there we go. Done! Okay, now, onto the basic packs. And we've seen all these cards hundreds of times before, so not really expecting anything amazing from them. I think I've got basically commons and rares. I don't think I've got anything interesting. Oh no, I did get an epic! I got a Patient Assassin. Totally worth it. Our last couple of packs. And we're done. So there we go, all packs opened, and quite a nice selection of cards there. Some really cool legendaries, some really nice epics, and I think I managed to get all the commons and the rares. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of it. Let us know what you got in your packs, whether you were hoping for some particular cards. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends and family and all that good stuff. Also, don't forget to go check out our other couple of videos, the Tavern Brawl and obviously looking at the new adventure. And next week we'll be back to normal with another Tavern Brawl, but also we'll have the next wing to play around with there as well. Thanks for watching, and until next time, game over, yeah.
Game over. Yeah.